One. Hello and welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for Capricorn. I'm Jamie Kale Miller, and also with me is
Hey guys, I'm Julia Mijas, and hello there, Capricorn. So I want to talk to you a little bit about career and a little bit about relationships this month. Let's start with career. Now, the career planet is actually your ruling planet, Saturn. You know, you are a workaholic sometimes, Capricorn. You always have your eyes on the prize. And Saturn turns direct early this month in the third house, the house of learning, neighborhood, writing, media. So what this can mean for a career for you is if you've been feeling like things have been a bit stuck, that you've been treading water in career, after this month, especially after early this month, you're going to slowly start feeling like we're making a little bit more progress. We're moving ahead. And if you're doing any third house activities at your job, like if you do some writing from your work, if you do any types of media at your job, whether that's podcasting, social media, things like that in general, it could also be a fruitful time. Also, if you're learning new things for your job too. Now, Venus, which we do see as a relationship planet, and I'm going to go back to that in a minute, but she is in the career house as well. She also rules your career house because your career house is in Libra. So when you have a very strong Venus in Libra and she's ruling that career house of yours, it's actually a very good time in career. You know, there's more harmony going on at your job. You're getting along well with other people. Things are flowing a lot better. You could be getting ahead and just kind of feeling like things are moving forward. Again, with that Saturn going direct and Venus, the ruler of your 10th, dignified in the 10th. So I think things are generally going better for you in career this month. Now, let's look at relationships, which Venus also rules. And we're going to look at her through the relationship lens now. So Venus being in the 10th house, what that means for your romantic relationship. The 10th house is not just a career house, it's also a very public house. So maybe you're finding a way this month to make your relationship more public somehow. Maybe you're updating your social media and switching it to that you're in a relationship. Maybe you're introducing your partner to people that you work with, but there's something about making your relationship more public this month. And if you're single, you could find that you're attracted to people at work as well, which, you know, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, depending on the office rules around that. Now, there's also, in terms of other relationships in your life, we've got a whole cluster of Scorpio going on in your 11th house of friends, as well as groups too. So that means there's going to be a lot of friendship activity for you this month. You know, this is a kind of considered a very sort of happy, beneficial house because it can rule your long-term goals. So there's also a focus on that too. But you just might be connecting a lot more with friends, seeing them a lot more. You know, Mars is in this house too, so you could be doing a lot more activities with them as well. And mid-month, there's a new moon in this house. So that might mean you're starting a new cycle that involves your friends, any groups that you're a part of, whether they're personal or professional, or something that gets you closer to a long-term goal in your life. Now, I know Jamie has some very important things to tell you about finance as well.
Yeah, and it's good that you mentioned the 11th house there, Julia, because Ceres is in the 11th house early in the month, and Ceres is the asteroid goddess to do with finances, and the 11th house is the domain of friends and community. Now, one does need to be careful when Ceres is traveling along through Scorpio, which is happening this month, especially at the beginning of the month, and there might be a tendency to have some emotions come up, especially some emotions come up around money. And so be thoughtful and careful about how you lend or borrow money in your friendships, because you don't want to wreck a friendship on account of, like, you know, buying somebody a cup of coffee or letting them buy you a cup of coffee. So think about transactions and think about the deeper social implications of transactions before you make them. Later in the month, the news is better. Ceres moves on into Sagittarius, where she loves to be. She is exalted in Sagittarius because Sagittarius is about growth and generosity, and Ceres being about money and finance. Finances go so much better when we are open-handed and open-hearted and let money flow through the space that we are, rather than trying to be grasping about it. Now, in particular, Capricorn, I want to say that I know that you care very much about money, and that you care very much about your reputation and being, you know, taken seriously and so forth. But Ceres moving into your 12th house might be asking you to go on like some kind of a little woo-woo retreat and do some meditation and some visualization about how you could attract more money to yourself and how you could find like reach within yourself to the side of you that really believes in the value that you bring to the world, and allow that side to come out more and to express itself more, and to draw money to you more naturally in the future. And the last week of the month, this month, is a really great time for that kind of woo-woo stuff, Capricorn. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this horoscope, please do like it, subscribe to our channel, and tell your friends all about us.
And you can find us at our website, pandoraastrology.com, to get a reading with one of us, and also find us on Patreon for workshops and classes. And we'll see you around the cosmos.
Bye-bye.